Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked. And today I am here in front of you with another new chapter which is directly related with us. Now, this chapter is majorly focusing on these four pictures that are right in front of you. So, you can imagine the name of the chapter would be something related with food, something related with our health, and something related with both of it, you can say. So, the name of the chapter is Food and Health. Yes, that is the name of the chapter. The very first thing that comes to our mind is that why exactly do we need the food? So, for this, we have multiple reasons in our life. The very basic out of which is the requirement of energy. Now, this energy that we require for fulfilling our day to day activities and some special activities as well. For example, playing, writing, singing, or doing any kind of activity with our body. For everything, we require energy. In fact, during the sleeping process as well, like whenever you are sleeping, you will going to require energy. Why? Because your body is performing internally. Your body is processing all the body organs and body systems all together for your overall better sleep, overall better growth, and everything, for which the energy is required. Now, the next thing is growth. This I have taken up right now, that the overall growth will be dependent on the kind of sleep that we are having, the kind of overall development that we are showing. So, it is the part. Now, next thing is the repairing of the body. What happens is, we know this thing very well, that if we are going to have any kind of injury or any kind of damage, maybe internal or external in our body, eventually the body will going to repair it on its own. Sometimes obviously we require medical help when this repair process is taking either too long to repair itself, or it is not under the capabilities of the body. But when we talk about the basic repairs or general repairing inside the body or maybe on the body, it takes place, for which the food is required. So we can say that it is also a part of the requirements. Next we have is the overall strength of the body, because we know this thing very well, the food that we are eating, eventually it will going to make us strong. If you will not going to eat food for a very long time, let us say 4 days, 5 days, or maybe more than that, you will automatically feel sleepy, you will feel tired, you will not be able to perform your daily activities. Why? Because food has a major role with reference to the strength of our body. And obviously, if it is a part of the strength of the body, then automatically it is the part of the health of the body. Means it will going to keep us diseased free, it will going to keep us fit. And there are different sayings in terms of nutrition, that what exactly is the relation between health and food. The kind of food you are eating or having, eventually the similar kind of health you will be having. So let's go ahead and let's see that what exactly is the meaning of this kind of food that we are referring to. This is basically considered as the balanced diet. Now you must be thinking that the diet that we are eating, that is a balanced diet, because we are eating everything which is being cooked in our house. But let me tell you this thing clearly. There's a difference between a healthy diet and a balanced diet. Sometimes when we say healthy diet, we are actually referring to a balanced diet only. But when it comes to the actual terminologies, over there, healthy diet is something which you are cooking on your own, or maybe having less oils, and is actually covering all the nutrients that are required by your body. Or you can say it is as per the requirement. You are not eating anything which is junk food, you are not eating anything which is considered as overeating. Means you are eating things, and the diet that you are having or the food that you are having is actually as per the body requirement, not just random things. That is considered as healthy food and clean food. But when we talk about balanced diet, it is basically the diet which is going to have all the basic nutrients in our food in appropriate amount, or the amount in which they are required by our age or our set of category. So for every set of age, there is a specific set of nutrients that are required by them, which will be fulfilled by the diet that we are eating, which will going to have water and roughage along with it. Then only we will going to call it a balanced diet. So these nutrients are basically small molecules, or you can say small substances present in our body, which will going to ultimately help in the overall growth, repair and maintenance of the body. That means we are talking about the functions of food only. So they are interrelated. Now let's get into the detail of these nutrients with the help of that what exactly are these nutrients that we need to incorporate in our diet. So these are majorly 5 in number. If I will going to enlist it in front of you, you will see that there are 6 categories. But the major categories that we need to take care of are 5 categories, that is carbohydrates, fats, vitamins and minerals, proteins, and these are the major 5 categories: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Now you must be thinking that which is the 6th part which I was talking about? It is water and roughage. Now the question comes that why these 5 category of nutrients are the most important category of nutrients. The reason behind this is these nutrients are required by the body and the body cannot make it on its own. That is why we are taking it in the form of food. Now what happens is whenever we are taking care of these 5 nutrients in our diet, automatically the 6th category is taken care of. That means the water and the roughage. Because the kind of food that we will going to incorporate in our diet to fulfill these 5 nutrients, or to fulfill the requirement of these 5 nutrients, automatically we will be taking up a good amount of water and we will be taking up a good amount of roughage as well. So that's why the above 5 individual nutrients are considered as the main nutrients of a balanced diet as compared to its incorporation with water and roughage. But that doesn't mean that they are less important. They are equally important. So we need to take care of the water intake that we are having and the amount of roughage in our food. So let's get into the detail of these particular nutrients. The very first nutrient is carbohydrate. Now, carbohydrate is a kind of nutrient which is majorly responsible for our energy. Means whichever work you are doing with reference to your energy, that is being fulfilled because of the carbohydrates only. And which are the major sources over here? Sugar, starch and glycogen. We have already talked about the concepts of starch and glucose with reference to food in the topic of photosynthesis, but we might have not talked about the concept of glycogen. Now, just like starch is the stored glucose in case of plants. Similarly, glycogen is the stored glucose in case of animals and human beings. So, it is the same sort of category, or you can say the same kind of nutrient, that is carbohydrate. So we have multiple sources of carbohydrates which we can see in the picture as well as in the source list. So that is a part of it. Next we move to another set of energy giving food, that is fats. Now fats are another set of nutrients that is going to provide us energy. In fact, it will going to provide us more energy than carbohydrate. But we need to be careful that what exactly is the amount that we are taking or categorizing in our food, because the excess amount of fats can be harmful for us. They are generally present in 2 forms, that is saturated and unsaturated fats, depending on their overall organization, or we can say the molecular structure that it has. And we all know the basic sources of fats: milk, oil, ghee, all these stuffs are actually the part of fats only. Next, we move to the proteins, which are also known as the body building food or body building nutrient. Why? Because it helps in the growth, building of muscles, as well as repairing of tissues in the body. So, we can say that it is the main crux point of the nutrients which will be responsible for our growth and overall development, like the height of a person, the muscle strength of a person, or let us say the overall body mass index of the individual. That whole thing will be done, or you can say decided, with the help of these proteins only. Now, when we talk about its forms and different sources, so it is going to be the major category in terms of primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary structures. That is again a type of categorization on the basis of their structural arrangement, means how the molecules are arranged. And the major sources are pulses, fish, egg, milk, and such things. Next, we move to the next set of nutrients, that is the vitamins and minerals. Now, these two categories, that is vitamins and minerals, these are the protective food for our body. Why? Because these nutrients are actually required in our body in a very small quantity, but without them we will going to lead to different kinds of diseases. That means they're going to keep us away from diseases, and they're going to maintain the proper functioning of our body. Now, when we talk about the sources of vitamins and minerals, it is most of the time the fruits as well as green vegetables, which are going to be the major sources over here. Next we have is water and roughage. So roughage is basically the fiber of the food, means the individual strength, the strands that are available, the fibrous material that we see in our fruits, vegetables, that is actually roughage. And the major part that why it is important for us is that it will going to help us in getting rid of the undigested food. So it becomes very, very important to obtain a good amount of roughage and include a good amount of roughage in our food. The sources for this are again our fruits and vegetables. They are very good in terms of the quantity, in terms of roughage, as well as water. Although for water we have a direct source, that is the drinking water that we have. And what is the function it is performing? It will going to help in removal of waste, and it will going to keep us uh, like maintained, regulated in terms of temperature. Like in summers we generally sweat, so that eventually our body cools down. So the same thing is performed by water throughout the year in our body. So this particular set is all talking about the nutrients of food which are important for us. Next time we will going to take up the next part of the chapter. Till then, take care everyone.